All right, we are back in town. All right, g'day everyone. Daniel Anderson here. Now, we're going to have a look here at a new feature rolling out to Microsoft Lists, and that is combining Power Automate out of the box with some automation depending on the type of list that you're creating. So as we know, or as you may know, creating Microsoft provide us with a number of different templates that we can use as a starting point with Microsoft Lists. And now what's been added is the ability to incorporate a business process or a flow or a workflow into the list that we're creating just out of the box, which is a pretty neat piece of functionality. I am streaming this live into the Loop Collective. So if you're watching the recording of this, this is something that we do on a regular basis inside the Loop Collective. Is I will be streaming these, recording these live. We do have a back chat channel as well. So if you are watching this live, then we can jump into the back chat. You can ask some questions, give us some feedback, or just have a conversation in there as well. And then also after the recording of these, I'll be hanging around after these as well. We can just have a chat and have a conversation about the topic or any questions that you may have over and above what I've just presented and recorded. So let's kick things off and let's have a look at Microsoft Lists and have a look at this feature. So I'm in Office 365, just on the start page here. I'm going to open up the Lists app here like so. And I'm just going to create a new list. So you can see here out of the box from Microsoft, we've got a number of different template or list templates that we do have here that are ready for us to use. Now, in this case, let's pick one to choose. Let's look at maybe the work progress tracker. So let's have a look at the work progress tracker. You can see here that we've got a number of different columns that are going to be provisioned for us natively out of the box. Start dates, due dates, assigned to, priorities, progress, so we can track everything that we're working on. All right, so let's use this template. And I've already created one of these, so I'm going to rename this. Let's just call it Track My Progress. And we'll give it a red color, and let's just put it in a calendar. You can see here that we can save it to either My Lists, or we can save it to a site that we've got access to as well. But I'm just going to save it into My Lists. We'll create this. It's now going to spin up that list for us. All right, create all the columns and everything like that based on the template, and we are now good to go. But what you'll notice here is that we've got a dialog box or a pop-up or a modal box that pops up, allowing us to set up some features on this list now. And you can see that there's a default due date reminder. And from the note there, 3 days before the item is due, the Power Automate flow is going to send the reminder to the owner of that item. All right, so it's a nice, easy way to incorporate a business flow or a reminder for that. Now we can then, on the back of this, because it's Power Automate, we can then go in and adjust this if we need to, or change it if we need to, which is even better. So we can actually do this later as well if we need to. So we can select Do This Later. If I click that, you can see top right-hand corner of this list, we can finish the setup. And continue on with that. So if we're not ready to set that up right now, or we don't want to set it up immediately, we can come back to it later. So let's finish the setup here, and it's going to open up this box again. And let's click next. It's going to verify connections to the other apps that the automation needs. All right. So it's just going to go off and verify that. Once it has done all of that and check the connections, it's going to then be set up. I'm going to get an email notification also once this has been set up, just to alert me that everything is ready to go. So you can see there that everything has been verified. I need permissions to SharePoint and also to the Office 365 Outlook service as well. We'll click next, and we're all done. All right, so it's setting up the features for the list, basically creating that Power Automate flow in the background. And I'll close this off, and we can see here that in the top right-hand corner, it's updating Track My Progress, the list itself. When I click on that, we can see the progress that is happening. So once this has all been set up, then the Power Automate flow is going to be created, and I'm going to have access to that. So let's sit here and we'll wait for this to provision, and then we'll come back and have a look at how we can adjust this and where this actually lives. Alrighty, there we go. The feature has now been added to the Track My Progress list, the due date reminder, and we can see that we've got that notification there for us. We'll just tick that, and we can see that we can check that it has all been completed. Now, let's have a look at the other end of this. So let's have a look at Power Automate. So I'm going to jump up into the Power Automate app, and let's open that up and see where we can access it or where we can change it. So under My Flows, if I just click under My Flows, let's have a look and see what's been created in here for me. So we can see here that we've got this due date reminder flow here, and you can see I've already created, I've created a couple more here. That's why we've got a random numeric number here. But let's click on the edit button, and you can see here that what has happened is that an entire workflow has been created for me to remind me 3 days before the due date to send me a notification. Here we go. So it's now loaded. We've got a recurrence, and we can just step through this. It runs at 9 every single day, so we can change that if we need to. We can change the days to remind me in. So if we wanted to be reminded a little bit for a little bit longer time period, then we can change that. And you can see that we can keep drilling down here, and we can look at how this has actually been created. So we've got a scope here, creating some different variables here, storing some information. We're getting the list itself. All right, so we can see here we're getting that particular list. We're passing the list name in at this step, and then we're getting all the list items that are that have a due date 3 days prior. Then we're going through if yes, if no. Then we're going to apply to each, and here we can send the work item owner a reminder email with all of these properties that are going to be sent via email. All right, so it's a nice flow to get you started. Well, it's specifically this this flow with the progress tracker, just to send that reminder out. And obviously we can then build on this Power Automate flow if we needed to make it a little bit more complex or do some more notifications or that type of thing as well. So there we have it, the new feature that allows you to add a Power Automate flow to Microsoft List templates, the Microsoft List templates that Microsoft provide out of the box when you're creating templates. That is there by default, and it'll ask you if you want to create one when you create certain types of templates in Microsoft Lists. So once again, we are streaming this directly into the Loop Collective community. They are, look, it is live, it is recorded. I'll be posting the recording out along the socials. But if you are joining live, then what we can do is jump into the back chat and have a conversation. You can ask any questions and just converse and communicate with others that are joining in the session live. And once I've finished the recording, then I'll hang around in this chat as well. And you can come off mute and ask away and ask questions, or just meet other people as well. So for everybody that's joining live, thanks for watching. I hope it was valuable. Thanks for chatting in the back chat. And I'm going to just stop all the recording now. I'll hang around for a little bit longer, and you can ask some questions, or if you've got anything else that you want to ask.